Hey everybody, little year-end video here. These are my top 5 recipes of this year, 2024, and just a big thank you to all of you. Coming in at number 5, this was the miso champagne pasta that I made. This one was by far the most shocking of the year. I knew it was going to be tasty. I love miso. I love noodles, but I didn't think it was going to be anywhere near as good as it was. I had never made a champagne sauce prior to this. I had never really used miso in a non-Japanese dish, and this was kind of going for that kind of fusion of Italian and Japanese, and it just turned out it blew my mind. I've made it a lot of times since, and it was just a completely stunning dish. The cream plus the miso plus the champagne was just so good. You could put the mushrooms in or out. It really blew my mind. I was not expecting this one to be nearly as good as it was, and this is a very strong number 5 to start. It could have even been higher on the list. There were just so many other ones that took my breath away, but strong 5 there. Number 4 was my beef Wellington burger. You guys all know I'm a huge fan of beef Wellington. And I was doing that series for a while, different burgers every week, got kind of burnt out on it trying to come up with new ideas, but this was my favorite one. I had never seen anyone make a beef Wellington inspired burger before, and I made this one off the top of my head. There may be other ones out there, but I didn't base this recipe on anything else, so I had really low expectations going into it. I knew it would be decent because you're basically just making like a mushroom burger here, but the mustard plus the crispy prosciutto plus the just absolutely deliciousness of the smash burger, it was a fantastic burger, and it did really evoke a feeling that I was having a beef Wellington. You know, I make beef Wellingtons every Thanksgiving, so this is a very delicious option if I don't feel like making a Wellington the whole rest of the year. To kind of get those flavors, you get the mustard from the meat, you have the prosciutto, you have the mushrooms. It's really, really good. You know, I might want to try this and make it in a puff pastry at some point this year and see if it's like I guess that was those mini beef Wellingtons I made. Check that one out too, but I'll link all the videos to all of these below, but strong number 4 here. Number 3 was the Nobu style miso cod. Obviously, Nobu uses, I believe, sea bass when they do this. And when they do fish, they leave the skin on. I don't like the skin on. I know some of you complained about that and how it's cooked. It's Nobu style. I'm going in just the elements here of those flavor profiles and doing it my way, and I think skin off makes it a little less fishy, but I make this all the time. This is my favorite way to prepare fish. It looks so much harder than it actually is, but it's delicious, and it's really easy to make. Like, that's absolutely stunning. It's a strong number 3 for me. It could even be higher if it wasn't for these two dishes, but number 2 is that Stanley Tucci pasta. This alla Norano zucchini based, not zucchini noodles. I know some people were confused about that, but zucchini sauce. Whew, this blew my mind. I have still been thinking about this dish since I made it the other day, and I cannot wait to make it again. Maybe as I make it and burn myself out on it, it'll go down the list, but as of right now, if I looked through all of my recipes, which I did compiling this list, this is the one I would want to make next. It was so mind-blowingly good. I knew it was going to, like I said in the video, I knew it was going to be good because Stanley talks it up. You wouldn't put it in a TV show if you didn't think it was a par above the rest, but I had no expectations for how good this was going to turn out, and it wasn't anything like what I expected it. It was so good, yet it was light from the zucchini and no cream. And it was also very savory and very filling because of all those elements. Also, the only way I can explain it is you have to make this. You won't be disappointed unless you hate zucchini. Then don't make it. But if you like zucchini, even if you don't, it doesn't taste overwhelmingly like it. But number 1, it's the 1,000-layer potatoes. Potato pave. Even if I didn't like this food, this video was the one that made this channel take off. A lot of you are here. Thousands of you are here because of this video. So I first have to say overwhelming gratitude to all of you for watching this video, even though YouTube just kind of served it up to you, but for engaging with it. It has 11,000 likes on it right now, and it's at 297 or 298,000 views. I couldn't put that into terms a year ago when I started this channel that a video would do anywhere near those numbers, let alone a video that I didn't think this was going to do very well. I knew it was going to be a good food, but I didn't think it's a potato dish. I didn't think people were going to go overwhelmingly crazy for something that's just potatoes. But you guys made this video take off, and you made my channel take off, and I'm super grateful for you. We've donated money because of this channel now. We've had a whole new audience come in. I've been exposed to things and companies that have reached out that I never would have known existed prior. And I'm really excited to see what 2025 brings. These 1,000 layer potatoes were absolutely fantastic. They would be my number one, I think, regardless, just because of how fun of a recipe it was and how different it was. But what this video did to my channel is why this is number one. Without you guys and without watching this video, I don't think I would have nearly as many subscribers as I currently do. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know what recipes you want to see in 2025, and I'm really excited to keep making them and see where we could take this channel. But as always, thank you for being here, and I may have 1 or 2 more videos this year, but this is just a big thank you at the 1 year point of this channel, so thank you for being here with me.